Justin and Hailey Bieber are opening up about their marriage for the first time in the March 2019 issue of Vogue.
Oh, they're so cute. The story is so good. The couple is getting candid like never before, and we're here to break down the 6 biggest things we learned. It's a lot.
And they're huge. Get ready for it. You guys, Justin admits that the reason they got married so quickly is because they wanted to have sex.
Makes sense.
Yeah, get to that altar. In fact, Justin had been celibate for over a year before they reconnected last June and says he had what he calls a legitimate problem with sex.
Wow. So we know a lot of you guys probably think that the celibacy was actually a religious decision, but Justin doesn't consider himself religious, no. Quote, that confuses a lot of people because they're like, well, you go to church. I believe in the story of Jesus. That's the simplicity of what I believe. But I don't believe in all the religious elitism and pretentiousness. I get sensitive when religion comes up because it's been so hurtful to a lot of people.
JB also gets candid about his depression and his past drug use, and this is where we learn even more about why he stopped having sex. He says at one point he considered himself, quote, super promiscuous. He added, I think I used Xanax because I was so ashamed. My mom always said to treat women with respect. For me, that was always in my head while I was doing it, so I could never enjoy it. Drugs put a screen between me and what I was doing. It got pretty dark. I think there were times when my security was coming in late at night to check my pulse and see if I was still breathing.
Yikes. And the bombshells don't stop there. Remember, we are only halfway through. The couple also admits to having a major falling out after they first dated 3 years ago. Hailey says, quote, negative things happen that we still need to talk about and work through. Fizzled would not be the right word. It was more like a very dramatic excommunication. There was a period where if I walked into a room, he would walk out.
That's savage.
I know.
That's pretty serious.
Jeez.
Are you dying to know what happened?
Yes.
A lot is left
That's
unanswered.
the next magazine cover.
And it is refreshing to hear how honest they're being about doing the work in a marriage.
Right, and they admit, you know, look, we're very young. This is tough. And I appreciate knowing that. I feel like they're going to last because they're so self-aware of their relationship.
And they're saying what everyone is thinking, so at least they know and they're putting in the work.
Yeah.
I like it.
Agree.
And get this, Justin talks about buying into his own hype in the past, but one person who was never a crazed believer was Hailey. She says, quote, I was never a super fan of him or of anyone. I didn't think about it in any kind of way except for the fact that he was cute. Over time, he became my best guy friend. I was running around with him as his homie, but we weren't hanging out romantically.
I like that, though. They were friends first, right?
Building the foundation.
Yeah. The sweetest takeaway from this whole interview, though, is how dedicated they both seem to making this marriage work. And they understand it's not always easy. Hailey says, quote, it's just that I'm fighting to do this the right way, to build a healthy relationship. I want people to know that. We're coming from a really genuine place, but we're two young people who are learning as we go. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say it's all a magical fantasy. It's always going to be hard. It's a choice. We're going to change a lot, but we're committed to growing together and supporting each other in those changes. That's how I look at it. At the end of the day, too, he's my best friend. I never get sick of him. Just the cutest.
They're so cute.
One more tidbit for you guys. Do not expect any baby Biebers anytime soon. They say that they are waiting a few years for that chapter.
Probably smart. And if you want one more reason to swoon, Justin calls Hailey his baby boo and says she's logical and structured and the security he needs. I'm dying. This is too good.
This is one of my favorite reads of the year. You guys should totally check it out. It's all up on Vogue.com. But we want to know what you thought of the interview. What was your biggest takeaway? Let us know. And of course, be sure to subscribe to all things ET. Until next time, I'm Katie_Kraus.
And I'm at Hallie_Stevens. Bye for now.